Good afternoon from the Seminole Softball Complex, where we have Game 3 of this ACC series, a rubber match between 27 and 11 Virginia taking on the 10th ranked Seminoles of Florida State here at Joanne Graf Field. I mentioned it's a rubber match. It has been a lot of fun to be at the ballpark this weekend. The pitching, Edenfield doing the catching for the Noles. Inside, strike three, got her. Danley wins the battle out of the gates. Sharply hit to Beecham. Nice play by the sophomore, 2 away. On the ground to Hartley. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for Ashton Danley and the Noles. Strong start for Florida. Strikeouts to 13 walks for Hodges. Torres down the line. Macy Eaton will step on the bag, 1 away.
One to hit.
On the ground, gets away from Kuhn. Beecham is aboard. Hit well. On a line into the gap. Beecham will go first to third. Florida State's got him on the corners. Stays away. The throw down to second will get Kerr, but Beecham comes in and across the plate.
Great job by Edenfield. Lots of patience in the batter's box. I'm just going to take the walk, but look at what's happening out in the field. You've got Janai Kerr that breaks on the pitch. It's a 3-1 count.
That's another walk. The freshman's having trouble finding the strike zone, and Florida State has each walked, and both on 5 pitches. And so too will Kennedy Hart. Florida State scores a second run here in this first inning.
Doesn't matter, we're never out of the fight, but one swing right now could really break this thing open.
Allie Waycaser trails 1-2, and that is a big second out for Hodges, sending Waycaser down on strike. That gets away, and Edenfield will touch home. And she holds off. Another walk in this first inning. Angeli Bueno, a high flyer off the fire truck. A big swing in a big moment, and Bueno's grand slam, 2 hits in the first inning.
I think Angeli Bueno heard you talking, Sean, and just takes that one, demolishes that pitch. Look at it, just beautiful location right over the middle of the plate. Drops barrel nicely on that pitch right at the belt buckle. Look at the excitement all across the board. You got Hart, we got Torres, everybody, big hugs all around, hugs for Homer.
She got a chance to change that here. Popped up though. Macy Eaton records out number 3. But what a start for Florida State in the first. Athletics in this day and age, I think you hear a lot of folks say it's become very transactional. It's become more of like a business, as Macy Eaton drops in a base hit into right. But it's a great way to pull back the curtains of the...
Is college, you're playing as a team for a national championship. You're not necessarily playing for $1. You're playing for camaraderie and the ability to join together and some of your best lessons in life. I truly more comfort. A nice 7-run buffer will do that to you.
I was going to say, I don't know that I've seen a time that I've seen a starting pitcher come back out in the second with this kind of cushion. In steps Hartgrove. Deep in the hole, that skips away from Torres. Macy Eaton will get the stop sign. Runners on. K-time chance, it would be Danley's third. On the ground, deep in the hole again. Torres goes to second with it, and there's out number 2.
Far inside, she's also good with that.
On the ground to Torres, play is to first. It is in time, and despite 2 singles for the Cavaliers here in the top of the second, Danley works around them both and keeps the card clean. Development year, whose nickname is Cocha, honoring head coach Lonnie Alameda. Beecham on a line to left. Off the wall, it's extra bases, no. Good job getting that ball back into play for Jones. Came up empty. Nice response by Courtney. That is smoked on a line to center field. That'll catch at the base of the wall. Beecham gets the stop sign at third. Throw gets all the way through to the third baseman, Kuhn, so Edenfield advances. Potential to do even some more damage. And she has intentions of doing so. Another ball off the wall, and 2 runs will score for the Noles.
Katie Dack, another long single here, drives this one again to the big part of the park. That one just hammered to the left center gap, but good job by center fielder Air just relaying that one in. Jason Beecham easily going to come in to score. Maddie Fry also coming in to score. Easy money on those for the Noles.
Kennedy Harp reaches for that one. Lane's only play is to first. She'll retire Harp there. 2 away. It was the second out of the inning for Florida State. At that moment, it felt like Hodges might be settling back in. That is popped up, and Hartgrove takes care of out number 3. The ACC in the country in triples. On the ground, got by Beecham. Torres from her knees. The throw was accurate, she just didn't have time.
That's why the depth across your lineup is so important, because, again, that pass the bat mentality is what you're looking for.
Hilton on a line, retired by Torres. Goes to the big part of the ballpark. There to make the play, though, is Kerr.
Hit 52 and outside, as well as 66 on your hands.
In on the hands of Cabral, grounder to third. Beecham puts her away. No damage done for Virginia.
It's to be an absolute game changer.
Danley chases the rise, goes down swinging.
Now batting number 7, Angeline
Positive start to the
All up and out.
Have yourself a day, Angeli Bueno. 3 innings in, 2 hits, 4 ribbies. First career home run, of course, with the grand slam. This time goes the other way. Nice piece of hitting by the Seminole shortstop. You can't keep her quiet for long. And she works the walk. It is an honor to really pay regards to them for the journey that we've been on together. Flip to the plate will not get Bueno. Another run will score for Florida State.
And this pitch by Lane just gets away from Kuhn and doesn't even bounce, just kind of tips off the glove there. A little bit of a mishap behind the dish.
10 runs for Florida State. Underneath it, Hartgrove gives way to MC Eaton. Strong throw to the plate, who continues to get better every year at the plate, plays a good shortstop as well. Quality plate appearance for Fry. And just to sort of round out the conversation about consistency, doesn't matter if you have a ton of opportunities, it's what you do with the ones you get. So far in this contest, constantly applying pressure to Virginia. And DeLong walks in a run. Run number 11 for Florida State here in game number.
Diagnosed with breast cancer at some point throughout their lives, which I think is just an unfortunate statistic.
Well, Shelby McKenzie's making Queen Amy proud. That single drives in 2.
Talk about making the most of these opportunities given. Shelby McKenzie drives that one right back up the middle. Great piece of hitting there. Gets her hands out in front of that pitch. First batter that's going to face Julia Kuzo, but takes advantage. A couple of ribbies coming in.
Elevated to center. And there to make the play is Air. 13-0 in favor of the 10th ranked team.
A successful athlete is their ability to apply it in real situations.
It's a well-hit ball out to center field, and Macy Eaton leaves the ballpark, and Virginia is on the board. In fact, Coach Harden called it see ball, hit ball, and she hit that.
And big swing for Macy Eaton, just takes this pitch right down the middle. In a 2-strike count, but sees that ball well out of the hand of Widra, drives it out into the
ACC all-freshman in Virginia program history a few years ago. That's hit pretty well out to left field, and Kuhn leaves the ballpark. Back-to-back jacks for Virginia as we get the 4th inning started.
Sarah Kuhn takes this pitch again, left right over the middle. Just gets barrel out extended on that pitch. Beautiful piece of hitting by the senior Kuhn. Talk about pull power. Her 4th of the year.
All of a sudden, hello, welcome to the game, 2 home runs. Hartgrove hit that one well, but that is out number 1 in right.
Finger.
And off those couple of home runs, she goes fly out, strikeout, retiring the next 2 batters. First strikeout of the year for Hackett. Annabelle Widra fans especially. How have you seen Danley grow the most as she lifts this to left?
I think when you watch a player like Ashton Danley, she's always had the potential, but it's the...
Popped up. Hilton calls everybody off. Good start more. Bella Cabral to go back to second as Torres goes the other way on this into foul territory. Hilton ranges over to make the play, and Virginia retires the Noles in.
Mimi Gooden to pick something like that resonates with her is big.
Playable for Kerr, and she'll take care of out number 1. The State firmly in the conversation to host a super regional as well. Beecham, nice play to first. Pitch away. On the ground to the right side, McKenzie will step on the bag, and Florida State claims the rubber match between the Noles and the Cavaliers and solidifies